Hello everybody, this is That Shy Guy Matt. Today we are reacting to another Karen compilation coming from Karen 2.0. This is Karen compilation 174. For some reason they're not numbered in order right, but whatever. Really enjoying these compilations. As always, I do block out the ones that I've seen already, unless I have something informative to say about them. But yeah, let us just hop right into this one. Like, comment, subscribe, so I know you want to see more specifically of Karen reactions.
50 miles an hour for one. Yeah. You're dumber than a box of rocks. You're not wearing a helmet. I'll call a cop on you, buddy. One.
Did he complain about him going a certain speed? As someone who, like, used the bike for a long time, and then for not wearing a helmet, it's not against the law, right? I know children are required to? I don't know if that's a law or just like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really ever wear a helmet growing up on my bike. I definitely didn't wear one as an adult, but you know, I know my streets pretty well. So anyways.
What did he do wrong?
He's going 50 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour.
On a bike?
10 miles an hour. Just drive off. Just drive off. Just drive off.
Stop.
Call the cops. Call the cops right now.
Hey, more power to these people. This Karen guy should be happy that they were able to achieve 50 miles an hour on a bike. Bro, tell me the secret. The amount of places I could travel on my bike if I was able to go that speed and get things done in a day. I will, joke aside, I went down a very long, steep hill like 20 years ago, and I did have a like little speedometer on my bike, and I got up to like almost 30 miles an hour or something, and it was just so fast. I totally lost control. My wheels started shaking, and I flipped end over end and skid all the way down a long distance on that hill. Man, I was beat up. Very minor injuries, thankfully. But yeah, if you're going 50 miles an hour, you ain't gonna be able to control that bike. I don't even know how you get to 50. And I was on a steep hill, so I was doing 20 to 30. So, and yeah. Anyways,
What are you going to do? I happen to be one of the guys on board. Okay? You want to be fined? I can do that.
Why are you getting on our Facebook?
Because this thing is going too fast.
It's two-stroke.
I don't care what it
30.
is. I don't care what it is. We have little kids.
So stop being dramatic.
I'm not. You stop.
wait. He said it's two-stroke. Is it one of those like engine bikes that does have some speed? Oh, that's interesting because I thought it looked like a bike, but if it's a two-stroke, then isn't it like a dirt bike? Because those can. Somebody could correct me in the comments. I've never owned a dirt bike, but my friend did. He repaired them, he ride them. His could get up to like 70, 75 miles an hour. I mean, it depends on the speed limit on the street then, right? I don't know where this is filmed. Normally I could just Google it and look it up. But let's see where this goes first.
Being dramatic.
How? We're not 50.
You were doing 50.
50, right. Two-stroke. Two-stroke on the 50.
That doesn't even go 50.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't even go 50. That goes 15. Oh, the fuck.
Okay, so it goes 15, so that's not like a dirt bike then. That was just a regular bike, two-stroke. I'm not sure what that means for a regular bike. I'm not a bike head, even though I've had a bike my whole life. By bike head, I mean someone that's, you know, deeply knowledgeable about bikes. But if it's only able to do 15, then obviously it couldn't do 50. So yeah, and I didn't even think about the fact, how does he even know it was doing 50? Yeah, that guy was just a Karen. Not a lot of context, but I did see her casually shove the bananas off. Yeah, you show them, Karen girl. Again, I would have liked more context to know what was going on, but still. Walmart. Again, I don't judge anyone that goes to whatever store they can afford, regardless of if they're good with their money or if they're bad with it. Shop where you want to shop. I shop at Walmart for cheap rice for my wife. She's Asian, so you know I get it. But yeah, Walmart, there's always something going on there with people. Always. If you ever want to make somebody's day, when you leave the store, the guy that has to check your receipt, shake their hand and thank them for coming in today to work. Yeah, I know there are some receipt checkers that are terrible people that are just mean and nasty, but considering the people that go to Walmart that treat them like garbage and get mad when the receipt has to be checked, I mean, it's not a very good job that you get a lot of appreciation for. That's why I thank them. Unless I know the person is kind of a terrible person, then I don't say it. But yeah, a lot of them are just people just trying to make a little bit of money, and they got to deal with idiots all day long that are upset because, why do you need to check my receipt? Because they do. Sometimes it's everyone, sometimes it's every X amount of people. Yes, there are bad ones that will check it due to unfortunate things like race. But most of them are just like you and me, just trying to work their job. So give them some credit. I've gone into this long tangent. I apologize. Let's get back to this video. My point was Walmart has issues all around on all ends.
I don't get. You should get. I don't get. You know what? This is healthy. Yeah, you're call the cops. I don't get. Do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? I don't get. What's going on? Mike, you don't like this.
Aaron blew our fuse there.
Sorry, I just. Yes. I made my oh my God! No, it's not your business. You don't even know. Do you know what's going on? No. Do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? You don't know what's going on. Read your faces.
Is she out of line?
Don't know what's going on there, but okay. The child was just like, okay, this is my mom. Okay, what's wrong? It's a kind of parking thing.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you the owner of the orange car up
Yes.
back?
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. I'm one of your neighbors, and
Yeah. I know it's loud.
really loud.
I know.
Like my windows are loud,
I know.
and it's been a long time, and like I don't want it to become a problem. Is it necessary for it to be that loud?
Well, that's how the car is. It's a race car. But I was fixing it so that it's.
I know, but it's pretty
gonna be-
regular, and like
It's gonna be like that every time I go in and out.
there's nothing you can do.
No, it's a race car. I take it in and out. If I drive it, it's gonna. I can't shut off the.
I mean, there's no it's really
Hmm.
very
I'm sorry.
detrimental to the living.
Until I sell it. I
You
mean,
can't put it somewhere. I mean, like.
No, I drive that car.
Yeah, I
every
don't
day.
want it to be a problem, but
I
you're
know,
not
but
giving me anything, and it's been years.
I know. I have cars all the time. I mean,
But you know this is loud, and it's really inconsiderate to your neighbors.
Well, yeah.
There's been times that it's been
I understand.
right, but like
it's
my
not
window's
Ma'am,
loud.
listen. I'm gonna drive the car. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm not gonna do it, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drive the car. I go to work and I come back with it. I don't leave it running for hours. I was fixing it right now. Yeah, it's daytime.
I understand that. But
I
I'm
don't
trying
want
to
to
be.
be and all that. But go over there. I'm gonna drive the car. I just bought the car. I'm gonna have fun with it. It's my toy. Yeah, you hear that?
It's not in my backyard.
I understand, but the wife complains the same thing about the windows too. But I'm gonna drive
Well,
my
then
car.
we're gonna have to have other means of intervention here.
I'm
because
trying to
it's
say,
really,
I'm leaving and
noise
come.
ordinances. It's really, this is a residential neighborhood, and you
I
are
understand,
not
but I'm
being very
driving that
neighborly
car.
about
I'm gonna
this
drive
at
the
all.
car. I'm gonna drive the car
I'm
to
asking
work.
you to be neighborly,
I'm
and you're
trying to.
not giving me anything.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm not.
I'm gonna save my comments for the end of this little part.
Because I'm just gonna drive the car home and back. I'm not leaving the car running. I understand. I'm neighborly. I've never had I've never had anybody ring my doorbell. Even my next door neighbor. Okay, I've never had that problem. I understand. Okay, I don't even like the sound, but the car is loud. There's nothing I can do. It's not like I can muffle the sound. It's just a straight race car. Okay.
So you think it's perfectly okay to interrupt everybody else's day, whether they bring it to your attention or not, knowing full well that it's a problem. You're admitting it's a problem, but you have nothing.
It's loud. I mean, look at all these things. You live by Tui. I mean, look how loud it is.
No, I understand that. There's planes above my head too. But this is something right here that could be rectified, or you could.
What do you want me to do? Just tell me. What do you want me to do? Blow up the car? Throw it away?
No.
What do you want me to do? I just paid 40 grand for that car. What do you want me to do with the car?
That's not your problem.
Thank you.
But the noise
I understand.
is going to be your problem.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Okay, so this is a complicated one. I have no problem with people having whatever kind of car they have, and I don't really think she was being a Karen per se. She was being very friendly about it. She wasn't swearing, she wasn't doing whatever, but when you're in a residential area, the suburbs, yeah, there are city ordinances against noise, before and after a certain time. But during the day, if something's still too loud, you could still call the police. Again, this is tricky because it's somebody's personal property, but if it's a loud race car, I'm kind of curious what kind of car it is. Like a sedan kind of NASCAR looking kind of, not that's a NASCAR car, you know what I'm trying to say. Or is it like a dragster? Or is it like a street race car? Like some kind of decked out Impala with like NOS. I feel if you're gonna have a race car that it's going to be loud, you should really store it somewhere. If you got the money for a car like that, and it sounds like he's had multiple cars like that, you should store it somewhere. Or buy a hitch for it and drive it to where it needs to go if you're going racing. He says he drives it every day though. Is it even street legal to drive a race car around? Just the normal every day? I don't know. I'm sure it, again, depends on city ordinances. I know in some states, in some cities, they actually have total bans on race cars being driven in public. So, yeah, if I knew where this was taking place, I could kind of look up their ordinances and their laws. I kind of feel like he's in the wrong here. Now, I know some people in the comments will probably get mad at me, because, it's his car. But if whatever you're doing, if it's interfering with people around you and you're in a neighborhood, especially if your homes are close to each other, your problem becomes everybody's problem. Just like we have a neighbor that at our old place was like 2 doors down from us, and our houses aren't very far apart, and every night they would get blitzed drinking and doing stuff, and then they would sing karaoke. To be fair, they were usually done past the noise ordinance, but they would start like around 4 or 5 p.m. and get blitzed by like 6 and be super loud singing, and you could hear it all the way down the street because they have like these 4 huge speakers they set up around their backyard patio. So again, if you're gonna be loud, be considerate of your neighbors. I will also say we had a neighbor too that had a dragster, an actual, one of the skinny dragsters with the massive engine blocks. And when she would start that thing up, she was 3 houses down. No, she was 2 houses down also. She was on the other side. It shook everything. Our cats would go into the basement. When I would be on my computer with my headphones cranked up, I still couldn't even hear what I was listening to. Mind you, she didn't do it often at all. She only raced seasonally, because we have 4 seasons here, so she didn't really do anything during the winter. But it was loud. And she did get the police called on her a few times. Not by us, but by other people. And she was given warnings. So again, I kind of side with the woman here. I can also tell you, like, in our city, we've always had the regular noise ordinance, and then we also have ordinances for cars. All cars must have mufflers on them, and any car you have, car, truck, race car, it can't be over a certain decibel at any point. So, in our city at least, if your car was that loud, they could just call the police on you every time you started up and you would get in trouble. I don't know what the exact outcome is, probably lots of fines, maybe they get impounded at some point, I don't know how it works. I wouldn't want to go down that route because I would feel bad, But at the same time, if you're not going to be considerate of everyone else, then and my comment section might fight me about that, and that's okay if you disagree. But I'm just saying, laws are laws for a reason. If you live in a rural area, have 20 race cars if you want. You're in the middle of nowhere, no one's really going to hear you. But try to think about your neighbors when you do loud stuff. What? Oh, a leaf blew over her fence. Okay, well, admittedly, leaves, if one leaf tends to land on your property, it destroys your grass forever. Like, forever. Leaves are terrible.
Screaming.
That's sarcasm, by the way.
Every year we go over on the other side of the fence and clean it. Why didn't you do that this year?
That was interesting. Yeah, I mean, when you do landscaping, there's not much you could do about where things usually go. You gotta blow the leaves. I'm assuming he's blowing them into a pile to collect them, or just put them along the edge of the yard. It's a few leaves in your property, Karen. It's not the end of the world. It's really not.
Hello?
Hello?
What are you doing?
Like, a couple of weeks ago there was grass there.
Yeah.
Now, what's this?
Well, yeah, I renovated my garden.
But what is it? Is it real grass?
No, it's not real grass. It's artificial.
You actually admitted it.
What? Admit what?
Well, that it's not real grass. I mean, we had neighbours here for years and years that kept this beautiful lawn really, really nice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it was really nice. It was nice for all the flora and fauna, for the birds, the squirrels. And now, you've just gone and ripped it all up and ruined everything.
Well, yeah, because I've renovated my garden.
Yeah, but that's not renovating. You've destroyed things that have been here for years.
First of all, what is she doing on this guy's property? It looks like it's fenced in. How did she get here? You normally just walk into people's backyards and just be like, your grass doesn't look real. What's going on here? Also, if you want squirrels and stuff on your property or whatever, just, you got your own grass. Don't worry about your own property.
Well, no, well, like, why is it your problem, and why are you in my back garden?
Because I live next door and it affects me.
Okay.
It affects all the other neighbours.
So, Solomon, did you jump over my fence?
I just kind of got in here, yeah.
Okay, so you've now admitted, yeah, breaking into my house firstly, yeah?
Well, I'm not in your house, I'm just looking at the lawn.
Yeah, I mean, she's technically not in your house. She's trespassing, but she didn't break into your house. She broke into your property, I guess would be the right term.
Yeah.
Your lawn backs onto my lawn.
Okay, but it's none of your business though, is it?
Yeah, but all the bees have stopped coming over, and
okay.
all the birds and all the squirrels.
Okay, well that's good for them though, isn't it? It's winter time, it's time for them to go to sleep and hibernate.
Well, no, but it wasn't really your part. I mean, what kind of idiot actually goes and just rips up a lawn and puts that down? It's just completely stupid.
It's not stupid, is it? As in, like, I didn't want to maintain it. One.
It's been maintained for the last 50 years.
Well, yeah, like, I've only moved here like a year ago, okay, yeah? And, like, I wanted to do it up. And, like, if you see them trees over there as well, we're going to get rid of them as well.
They look very nice.
Well, it looks great to me.
Much better, you know, we had a gardener every week and...
Lady, just go home. Who cares? It's not your property. Yeah, this is frustrating. Do whatever I want with my property. Within legal reasons, of course. If I want to put like AstroTurf down with it being bare and empty, that's my right.
Well, like, are you going to pay for the gardener? Of course not. You see them trees over there as well? We're going to get rid of them as well.
You're going to get rid of them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we don't want them trees there.
Right, okay. Well, you know, there are conservation orders around here, and you can't just get rid of everything that you want.
Well, I can actually back there because the back part is mine.
Right.
So I can.
I'm very disappointed disappointed. You haven't been here very long, have you?
Well, no, I haven't.
I'm actually curious what she said about conservation laws. I do know around here, there's like, we had a weeping willow tree in our backyard, and there was some kind of law that prevented us from cutting it down, even though it was in our property. But because we had to have a conservationist come out and look at it, and they basically said the weeping willow tree is pretty much dead, so legally we were allowed to take it down. So I don't know if it's like that over in, I'm guessing this is the UK, right? So she may have a point there, but I don't know how it works there.
But like, even if
Community likes to have everything how it was traditionally.
okay, but this is my back garden. This is my home. Why have you jumped over your fence to then come here?
Because it was disturbing me.
It was disturbing you, the fact that I've got fake grass.
Yeah.
Well, that's insane. Like you basically climbed on my property because I've got fake grass. Do you know how silly that sounds?
It's not silly. It's the truth. I don't think this looks very nice, and I don't think it's very nice for our neighbourhood either.
Well, like, you know what?
I suggest that you change it back.
How am I going to change it back?
You can get some up. You can just take it off and just put the other grass back in. Plant seeds.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that.
Just put your grass back. Get rid of the other stuff, but put grass back. Oh. Yeah, you can't do that. I'm trying to think what the logical reason is she would do this. It's not your property.
That one time our
Okay, guess that's all we get then.
neighbor caused a massive argument over gardening.
Okay, take the cancel. I just don't want to put up, all right?
I haven't seen you do anything.
He has never done any gardening ever. This is our property,
No,
and it
no,
has
this-
nothing to
don't
do
put
with
it
him.
here. This, if you do something, do something new. Don't use this. Okay?
You do some weeding or
Don't
something.
put it here. Don't put it on my phone.
When I try and make it look nice, you
No,
want
it's
to
not
smile.
look nice. It
Oh,
doesn't look nice.
Grow up.
It doesn't look
Oh,
nice.
for God's sake.
Okay? It's not look nice.
Excuse me, can you stop?
Excuse me.
Can you stop? Stop!
Can you stop?
Just stop it! Just stop it! I will call the police! Stop it!
I'm gonna put this back on your yard. That one, the only way to solve it is find out the actual boundary of your property. But I'm assuming it's on their property because they were putting it there. So, yeah, the guy's Karen. Part 2? What was part 1? Okay, well.
Because you are harassing me.
What? Yo, what? We're harassing you.
Yes.
You don't have to be walking with us. You don't have to be walking with us, though. How are we harassing you?
You know how many people are there? No,
You're gonna sue for what? We can sue you. What are you
You're working on Walmart.
Yeah, what's the law on that? What's the law on that?
You can have health benefits.
You know I have a master's degree.
You work at Walmart?
There you go.
With a master's degree?
Yeah, definitely would have liked some context there. May say something controversial here. Why were they using the electric wheelchair? It doesn't matter what store you go to that has electric wheelchairs. I always see young people using them. Half of them do it because I'm assuming they're just lazy, and the other half do it because they always play with it like it's some kind of toy, like it's bumper cars. Again, I don't know the context. Maybe she was following them because they were in it and just using it to, it looks like, haul around beer. I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but yeah. It's not against the law to use that electric wheelchair. It's not against the law to fill it full of beer, all your young male friends. But why? You're just being immature. Again, somebody wants to provide me context for that video, let me know. Maybe I could change my mind on it, but I didn't really think she was being a Karen. They're just being immature idiots at Walmart.
That jacket, I want all of it right now because you're a shitty friend. And everybody will say that you're a shitty friend.
What? Well, that was wild. Were you just hitting his back door with a shovel, maybe? Because he's a bad friend? I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, well that's destruction of property. That's a police phone call.
Look, she's crying because I hit her bumper with.
You hit my
Oh, no
bumper.
le pegué.
You hit my bumper, stupid ass. Stupid ass.
Hey, God bless you. You have a good day. You have a good day. You have a good day. Ah, shut up, Karen. Karen.
Not sure what's going on with that last one. The kid, it sounded like some kind of kid with a squeaky voice, recording, was actually laughing because he hit her bumper, and he's just kind of laughing about it. I know, you seem like the idiot in that video. Again, no context, but even if it was just a light accidental tap, you just apologize and you move on. Why were you acting self-righteous, calling them a Karen? Anyways, so yeah, that was another Karen compilation video. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and if you have any recommendations for more. With that said, I will just talk to you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.